Your mind is lying to you. Chances are your mind is telling you lies. If we're not awake and aware enough to notice those lies, they rule our mind, they rule our thinking, and impact the results that we're creating. Let me give you some examples of this. If you've ever noticed yourself saying these words or thinking these thoughts, I have no money. Nobody likes me. Nobody's going to come. Everybody's canceling. Nobody's happy. I have no experience. I've never done this before. Sound familiar? I think those are common thoughts that we've all had. On the surface, it might not feel like that big of a deal to think those thoughts. But we know our thoughts are responsible for our feelings, our actions, and they're responsible for our results. So your thoughts matter. As soon as we say something or think the thought, I have no money, our minds go to this idea of us in scarcity, lack, we've got no money. And that's probably not true for you right now. If you were to really look at the facts, you would probably say, well, no, I've got, a few dollars in my savings account. I've got this investment. I've got money over here. And so the truth is you do have money. When you say things like, I have no experience, or I can't do it because I've never done that before, we want to question those thoughts and ask, is that really true? And chances are it's not true. You've probably had some experience that lends itself to what you're trying to do now. You've probably had some results in that area. Your mind likes to exaggerate and go to absolutes. And those absolutes, if we buy into it and if we believe them, it can create self-doubt, it can create lack of confidence, and it can prevent us from really moving forward and creating a new experience. I had a client, she said to me, Stacey, everybody canceled this week on me, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And I asked her the question, I said, well, let's just first of all pause and ask, is that true? Did everyone cancel? Well, no, but I had 4 cancellations. So right away, it's not everyone canceled. And then she said, well, actually, you know what? They didn't cancel, they just postponed. Notice how the mind wanted to go to everybody canceled. And with that thought, the nervous system rises up and it's really easy to go into fear and overwhelm. As soon as we reframe that and say, well, no, not everybody canceled, 4 people canceled. And wait a second, they didn't really cancel, they just postponed. It relaxes our nervous system. And when our nervous system is relaxed, we can access the part of our brain that can go into that creative thinking. And when we're in the creative thinking, now we've got this resource available to us. By the end of that day, she actually had a new client enroll with her because she had relaxed her nervous system. She was open to other possibilities. How do we do this? It goes back to using our awareness or our ability to notice what we're noticing. We have this thing called metacognition where we can actually be aware of the thoughts that we're thinking and ask, is this true or not? And as you start to notice the thoughts that you're thinking and questioning them, we can stare down the ones that aren't true. And we can say, that's not true. Here's the truth. And the real truth is you are greater than any condition. You are greater than any circumstance. Don't let that fear run your life. Don't let those absolutes run your life. Your mind is lying to you, and you want to call it into question so you can replace it with the truth of who you are and what you're capable of. And as you do that, over time, you will replace those old thought patterns and install patterns of thinking that are more expansive and will lead you into a life you love.